Okay, let us take a look at what are assignment operator. Assignment operator is this. Okay, so as I said, it is just a single equal to. Okay, so for example, I say int sum is equal to some 10 or whatever. So what happens is assignment operator will take this is the right hand side of value. The right hand side of value will be assigned to the left hand side variable. Okay, so always this should be the case. You should not say 10 is equal to sum. Okay, so this is wrong. You cannot do that. Always the value should be the constant or the literal should be on the right side of the assignment operator. So this is wrong in programming. You cannot do that. And it is also possible to actually have chain of assignments. So this is one advantage that you have with the assignment operators. Say when you have common group of variables that have common value, then you can simply do it like this. Okay, so this is called as chain of assignments. So I have x, y, z. All these three have a common value as their literal. So you can say x is equal to y is equal to z is equal to 20. So what will happen is 20 will be assigned to x, y also will get 20, and also z also will get to 20. So this is one a thing that you can do in your programming if there are common variables that have the same literal. Hello friends, welcome back. Today we will see ternary operator. Ternary operator is the only operator which will take 3 operands. Okay, so this is the only operator which will take 3 operands. Okay, so this is the conditional operator which will take 3 operands. And ternary operator is the linear replacement. It's a linear replacement of if then else ladder. Okay, so statements. So since we are writing it in a linear format, what happens is it will be very easy for you to understand your logic, and it will take less place, and also it is the shorthand of writing if then else and switch conditions. Okay, so this is very handy and this is used a lot. Okay, so in Java programming. So if you understand how to write this, this will be very handy for you and it will be very helpful to you to solve big logics, okay, big problems. We'll just see the general form of ternary operator. The general form is a question mark and a colon. Okay, so this is your expression 1 and this is expression 2 and this is expression 3. Okay, so this is how we write a ternary operator. That's why, because it is using 3 operands, it is also called as a 3-way operator. Okay, so as in where I have said like it is 3-way operator. Okay, we'll see this with a program. So I said I is equal to 7 and k. So I am trying to initialize the value of k based on these conditions. So if I is less than 0, okay, so if I is less than 0, what is I? 7 is less than 0. So what is this? 7 is less than 0 has evaluated to be false. If this is false, the statement after colon will be executed. If this is true, the statement next to the question mark will be executed. So remember nicely friends, if this condition evaluates to be true, this will be executed. If this condition is evaluated to false, this expression 3 will be evaluated. Okay, so keep this in mind. So now since this expression 1 has evaluated to be false, this will execute. Okay, so what happened? Now k is initialized to I. So if I try to print the value of k, the value will be 7. Okay, so k is initialized to 7. You can also nest ternary operators. How you can do that? I have written a simple logic here to find the greatest among the 3 numbers. So I have taken 3 numbers, a is equal to 2, b is equal to 3 and c is equal to 5, and see how simple the logic is. It is just one line of code, but wherein if you have to write this line of code in if else, then it would have become a very lengthy program, and also tracing your logic will be very tedious. But just take a look, it is a single line of code. Now this is your expression 1. if this expression 1 is true, what happens is this will be executed. From here till here will be executed. Okay, so if this is false, what happens? From here till here will be executed. So we'll just see the logic now and see how the answer is evaluated. So now I am saying A is greater than B. What is A? A is 2. 2 is greater than 3. So this is false. So what happens? Once this is false, what happens? It goes here after this column. Okay, so here in again we are having certain expression 3 has to be evaluated. So here there is B is greater than C. What is B? B is 3. 3 is greater than 5. What happened? This condition has become false. Now once this is false, what happened? After the colon statement will be executed. Since this is false, C will be executed. So now in big, what happens? C will get stored. So if I try to print the value of system.out.println and try to print the value of big, the answer will be 5. So the biggest or the greatest number among these three numbers is C, and C has come and stored and it is printed on the screen. So this is all about ternary operators, my friend. Hope this video is helpful to you. Stay home, stay safe, happy learning. Bye.